Hello and welcome to the tutorial for the Desire to Learn, or D2L, email tool. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start off with the course home page of the sample course, so that way you guys can go ahead and see how to send an email to your instructor, and then we'll also show you that you have received how to receive an email as well. So the first thing to do to send an email to your instructor is to go and look at the screen in the upper section near the sample course banner. You'll see a link that says class list. If you go ahead and click on that, it will open up a list of all your fellow students as well as your instructor. And you can see here you have a print tab, you have an email everyone in this tab. I highly recommend that you do not use that tab. Next thing you want to do is to find an individual user. You simply will scroll down through, and now notice here in the upper right hand corner, as well as the lower right hand corner, there's a number sign with a drop down arrow per page. Usually this is defaulted to 20, so I'll click on that so you see what the default looks like. And it'll take a little bit for the page to load. And what happens is you'll see there's multiple pages. So it's just as easy to make sure you get everybody's view at once. You can simply go ahead and click 50. Now this is a sample course, so we may have more than 50 people, but in most of your classes you will not have more than 50 people in your classes. So that'll be pretty much 50 is a good number for you to use. Now we're going to go ahead and scroll down, and I'm going to look for my instructor for the sample course, which is Chris Loops, and there he is. All you need to do is you simply go ahead and you check the box next to the name, and then down here at the bottom you'll see a little envelope, and you'll see it says email selected users in a new window. You go ahead and you click that, and it'll open up a brand new mail page for you. As you can see, it looks like every other mail page you've ever used. You have a carbon copy, a blind carbon copy, a subject, and then you have the body. And at the bottom of the screen, in the lower right hand corner, is send. So we'll go ahead and type in a subject. As you can see, typing doesn't necessarily automatically check my spelling errors. If you want to go ahead and spell check, you simply click on the ABC check mark. You click on that, it'll automatically start looking at it. And notice it underlines words it doesn't like. You will go ahead and just simply click on that thank you. So in this case, what you'll do is you will left click on the little underline, the red underlines, and it gives you a suggestion. No, I really want to keep it thanks instead of tablespoons, so we'll leave that alone. And we'll go ahead and we like this, we go ahead and we send it. Before I send it, I also want to draw your attention to the attachment tool. The attachment tool is very easy. You go ahead and you click on Browse, and then it opens up to your documents, and you can go ahead and you can choose a wide variety. As you can see, yes, I have lots of files. You simply will go ahead and pick the file that you want, and then what you'll do is you'll go ahead and click Open, and once you're done, you click Add. So it'll save it here, and it also gives you a brand new section here so you can add multiple attachments. To remove it, it's simply going ahead and clicking on Remove. And when you're all ready to send everything, you just go ahead and click Send. And it gives you a nice little congratulations here that you successfully sent your message. And you go ahead and you close out. Now I will say that email here in Desire to Learn and D2L is a closed system. You can only email to people within the system. You cannot email out to other addresses. So we'll go ahead and move on, and we'll go ahead and look at what does it look like whenever you have a new email. So we go back to the course homepage. It's going to be our starter for this. This is where we started off as. Now if you look in the upper right hand corner, you'll see two icons. You'll see an envelope. In this case, it's an open envelope, in addition to what looks like a cell phone. And this is where you get into instant messaging. That'll be the subject of another tutorial. However, when this mail icon is open, it means that you have unread email. Okay, you can do one of two things. You can either click on the updates link for the new email, or you can click on the open envelope. We'll go ahead and click on the open envelope, and it'll load the email functionality. This is similar to what we use to email the instructor. Now you see all the common tools. Now notice down here we simply do not see a preview pane. That's because this lower portion is a preview pane. You actually have to select the email first for something to fill in here. Instead, what you do is you go to the upper half of the page and you go over here with the scroll bar and you scroll down. And there you go. It looks like, Chris actually sent me an email first. So I go ahead and I click on the blue hyperlink, welcome, which is the subject of the email. And now notice it went ahead and it filled down below where I can go ahead and see what the message was. So now I can go ahead and read that message, and I have that information. I can scroll back to the top of the lower section, and I can see whether I want to reply to all. I can forward it, I can trash it, I can mark it as read. I can also view it in a printable version, so I can print it off. So if I wanted to reply, I simply click reply. It'll open it up in a new window. And then I go ahead and I type my reply. Now I will say a lot of instructors will send you an email in the beginning of the course simply to make sure that you know how to use the email functionality. So feel free to respond back to them, and I would say if they don't send you an email, send them one back anyways. So that way you could get into the habit of communicating with your instructors. Remember, emails are for private discussions. Discussions are for public discussions. So once we have a reply typed up, we go ahead and we click on send. And it'll tell me again that I've successfully sent it to my user. So I go ahead and I click it. And now we're back to the email functionality. And that wraps up email in D2L. Thank you very much. Happy learning.